Also, a good defense on the road on Saturday as well. The Pittsburgh Steelers at the Baltimore Ravens, who are favored by 6 with an over-under of 45. It is Fox A1, Kevin Burkhardt, Tom Brady, Aaron Andrews, and Tom Rinaldi on the call. Steve, to see Lamar and Derrick Henry try to get revenge against this Steelers team that gave them that loss back in Week 11.
Yeah, a 2-point loss, which is how these games go. That's why I'm seeing this number like, this is crazy. 7 of the last 8 games, neither team has scored more than 20 points, which is why I'm looking at the over-under line.
Yeah.
Right? And then we know Pittsburgh's won, 8 of the last 9. But it's funny, man. That Eagles game we're talking about, the Eagles put it on the Steelers, and everyone now is like, are the Steelers fraudulent? Man, that narrative is freaking blasting over the speakers right now. And I think they're a good team. I like Baltimore in this, not by 6. I do not like the over-under. But here's why. And this is going to sound absolutely crazy coming from me. The fact that Justin Tucker was 5 of 5 on the PAT, I think he might get his mojo back.
Whoa.
He's at home, might get his mojo back, and I think that's going to be important for Baltimore.
I need more than just extra points. But that's
I'm just saying
35.
Yeah, those extra points are from field goal range. So that's what I'm saying. Those PAT kicks now, he might have gotten his win back. It's going to be another close game.
Okay, that would make me feel better. I want to see them just be more disciplined about preventing the deep ball, and if George Pickens is not playing, that really helps their case. I mean,
They've been better though with Hamilton playing that deep third safety. They've been better, man.
They have. They made a lot of changes coming out of the bye. So that game against the Giants, everyone will just say, okay, it was against the Giants. But they did do a number of things that I think are interesting to watch moving forward. Number 1 on my list, I made a list of what's changed.
Okay.
Roquan Smith, I think the extra week of rest that he had in the bye really helped him. He looked like the old Roquan. Like, he was flying around, and he left that game against the Steelers the first time, and that was when the Steelers scored some points, was when Roquan left. They benched Trent Simpson. That was interesting.
That was interesting.
He's gone. It's Chris Board now. They're playing some more safeties. Marcus Williams, they came out of the bye with him as a healthy scratch. And so they've kind of made their decisions on who's going to be playing in their back end. At cornerback, it's the young kid Wiggins.
Who's
and
fantastic.
Brandon Stevens back out there. I trust them. They made a change at punt returner too. Desmond King. They've had some troubles with the punt returns. He had a couple nice plays. These little things that gives me hope as a guy who wants to see the Ravens close strong like you, Patrick. That maybe this is the old Ravens magic, because I got to check the numbers on this, but I swear they're the best team at improving in December, like in the entire NFL. Now that the old Brady Patriots are gone, they do it every year. The Rams are there too, but they always just do these little moves, and maybe these are the moves that get it done. I think the defense was improving even before the bye.
Well, and that's the thing, right? With the franchises and the historically looking back, it's front offices and coaching staffs that have been together for a long time. They know how to go through this personnel process, and they're on the same page with it. And we had Zach Orr coming in as the new defensive coordinator, and things took time, right, to work out how they go about defending these teams. And ultimately, without George Pickens, it's a fundamentally different Steelers offense, not just against Baltimore, really against anybody, because you're asking now Mike Williams and Calvin Austin to do George Pickens things that really, right, he's unique in more ways than one. George Pickens, and I think in the AFC North Hard Knocks, you get a different look at all the many ways that George Pickens is different. But it comes down to how healthy is T.J. Watt after leaving this game, because Lamar's consistent struggles against this team are directly related to number 90. When things get dicey and Lamar is out on the edge, there's so many players that he can make look like fools. TJ's not one of them.
No,
they do a great job kind of limiting him going outside.
It's a great strategy. T.J. Watt, look, let's not forget they've got Preston Smith there. They made a great trade. There's some subtle trades and things like this that we aren't really recognizing as much. Preston Smith has helped out. Nick Herbig can go on either side. Mm-hmm. Alex Highsmith is back. Now, you're never going to replace T.J. Watt, but strategically what they've done, it has worked. And so, but to get back to your changes about Baltimore, Greg, you know what they did? They got faster on defense. Even though Trenton Simpson could run, he was confused with some of the calls. I think with Roquan, they were asking him to do too much, man. Some of the coverage stuff they were asking him to do was like, come on, man, that's tough for anybody, Brian Urlacher type of thing to do. You get faster on the back end. Something's been going on with Marcus Williams all year because he's been in and out of the lineup. but they're faster. They needed to improve that speed because teams were taking advantage of it early on.
That's a great point. And on offense, their number one concern is their offensive line still. I actually believe their guards in pass pro, like against the best teams, are going to be a problem. They actually struggled, I thought, against the Giants. You wouldn't have known it, but those big guys, like, they're not good pass protectors. But what they did was they got a little heavier. They went really heavy on the 2 tight ends. Not that they don't do that normally, but they cranked it up to about their highest that they've done it all year last week. And I think that's having their best players on the field, Likely and Andrews, at the same time. So we'll see if they stay as heavy, and our friend Hytham behind the glass supporting us as our teammates gives me the stat that Lamar Jackson is undefeated as a starter after week 15 in his career.
Oh.
12-0. So they really do.
That's a strong stat
They
now.
really do improve late in the season, and I think they keep it going. I think they cover the 6 too.
Wow.
Let's go.
I'll take that.
I don't.
I mean,
I know.
we're not allowed to do.
You just said the guards aren't playing well, and Cam Hayward's playing better than any D tackle.
I just believe there's one team that has by far the highest explosive play rate in the NFL. It's not even close. Like the Ravens are, they're just explosive. And another team that if they don't have Pickens, they don't actually run the ball well. People just say that for some reason.
They don't.
But they don't.
They don't.
So you're going to have to move the ball down the field slow. I don't see it.
Yeah.
I think it's like a 10-point game. It's nothing crazy.
Boy,
But
if the Ravens win, though, I mean, that shakes up the AFC nicely. That puts them in striking range to get that division.
Yep.